little bit so you can see it better.
Sweet.
Headphones on.
Headphones on. Check.
Whoa. Checkity check. Hey, we're live.
We're
Hello,
live.
and welcome to Blown to Bits, the podcast where we talk about all things nerdy. I'm your host Ryan, and I'm joined by
I'm Charlie.
I'm Nathan.
who have the combined intelligence of a houseplant.
It's a very smart houseplant.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Smart. Wicked smart.
Wicked smart.
All right, so what have you guys been up to?
Recovering from an upper respiratory
Oh no.
deal.
Ugh.
It's just seasonal allergies, more or less. So if you caught me last week, I would have sounded a lot like this. It would have.
Yeah,
it was no fun.
Sorry we were not here last week. My youngest daughter had surgery, and she needed her daddy.
Mm.
So we're back though. Charlie and I actually exchanged games. He let me take Super Mario Odyssey, and I gave him Xenoblade Chronicles 2.
I haven't gotten that far in it yet.
I saw that you were playing it like a week ago.
Yeah, I got about an hour into it or so. Nothing big.
So you're still like in the intro.
Yeah.
Have you made it to like the first Titan?
I don't
the
think
first
so.
dock? Are you still in your little Titan?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Just like little minor battles, just about to roll on out and
I
do all that
gotcha.
stuff.
I've gotten pretty far in Odyssey. I love it. And I like the fact that it's co-op, because my kids can control the hat,
Yeah.
but I still control the hat.
Yes.
So,
When you need it,
When-
you got it.
except for Thea, she has figured out a way to like control the hat to make you jump.
Oh.
So I'm over here like, boing, 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 boing. Thea, stop making me jump! Trying to collect stuff, and she just is making me
Just
jump everywhere.
sending you off cliffs and
Yeah.
everything. That's funny.
But dude, that game is the closest I've found to Mario 64.
It really is just a lot of fun.
Yeah. It's my second favorite Mario game now, by far.
Which one is that? Odyssey? You said?
Mhm.
And that's on the
Switch.
Switch.
Mhm.
Sweet.
A must own for if you have the Switch, you got to have Mario Odyssey.
Man.
Yeah.
It's a really good addition.
I feel like Mario Odyssey, Mario Kart,
Mm-hmm.
and then Splatoon 2, and then maybe Mario Party,
Yeah.
depending on how social
I mean,
you are.
Smash Bros would be good. Like if
Mhm.
you're not into like
Oh,
the
yeah.
shooter thing, not Splatoon, you go Smash Bros. Or if you like adventure games, Zelda. Zelda's
Yeah.
really good too. That's good just to roam around.
I never
Oh, yeah,
ended up
man.
finishing. I spent so many hours just exploring and doing nothing. I never ended up finishing it. I just got tired of it before I progressed. But I want to go back and play it again, because I think the sequel's coming out this year, next year.
Yeah. Yeah, sometime soon. It's going to be really cool.
I saw a link to some video. I haven't watched the video, but apparently some guy did Breath of the Wild, the
Mhm.
Zelda game?
Yeah.
He did it all without touching the ground in the game. So he,
Whoa.
I guess, levitated or jumped and just did the whole game without hitting the ground.
Dude, that game is my favorite to watch with speedruns.
Oh, yes.
Especially when they get those rocks and then they like wind them up,
Uh-huh.
and then they jump in front of the rocks and they just like end up soaring. These
Just-
these
Man.
people are getting like these glitches, and they're flying all the way across the map.
Wow. I wonder if that's the way he did that.
I don't know.
I'd have to watch that.
What was the
video to
speed
find
run? It
out.
was like 20 minutes or something.
Something
and
like
he
that.
beat the whole game.
Yeah.
Man.
It's basically like you time lock something, and then you just smack it with a big sword for a while, and then you jump in front of it and just smacks you just across the across the world. It's really comical. You can do that. You can also like ride certain things, jump on it and it will like launch away. I think they do that with like logs.
And there's
That's pretty
there's
cool.
certain goblins too. Is when you're looking down at them, if you jump and hit them at the right time, it'll launch you as well.
Man, I remember doing that on Skyrim, and not Skyrim, Oblivion. You could do that with. I think I brought that up on here before. How you could duplicate stuff and just like drop 1,000 watermelons down a cliff and just ride them on the whole way down.
I think the
It's a fun
only
glitch.
like the first real game I got into like glitching, I think it was the first Borderlands with the duplication.
Yeah, like the duping and everything like that.
I think the first one we did was in Fable. We'd take items, we'd drop them on the ground, and then we'd unplug our console so it wouldn't save.
Oh, snap.
And that person would pick that item up, and then we'd plug our console back in, and we'd still have it because it didn't save after we dropped it.
Oh man,
And that's how we like exchanged like high item, like value items.
Man.
It took a little while, but with Fable, like the really high value items were worth a lot. So
Yeah.
it's not like you needed, more than one or two to sell.
Yeah. My first experience with that kind of hacking of sorts, duping, unintended gameplay breakers, was with Diablo. I remember like playing for a little bit, and then there was like these like little programs that you could download and run in the background, and like it would just give you like legendary items, or like I remember you could set like 99,000 coins, so it really just broke the game. But you could just like go online and just like walk around, just like, oh, there's Diablo, pff, done.
Oh man, that sounds like the move.
Yeah.
I got to 2-2 on Rad. I'm still trying to beat that game.
It can be done.
Oh, it's
I
just
believe
so
in you.
tough.
Maybe we should have Charlie do a run for you.
A speed run on Rad.
Well, just show you how he beats it, because he's beat it more than I have. And
Man.
maybe you could actually pick up a few tips on a good strategy to beat it.
Watch a master in action.
Yeah.
Nah.
Yeah, I've been using the Yeet Lovers perk, I guess, the most. So I'm getting a lot of ranged stuff. I think it's just being patient enough to, once I get to 2-2, and then that boss is always kind of tough. But
Yeah, especially the tree boss.
that's the last one I played.
I hate that
Yeah.
guy.
You've got to
that's
have
the
a
worst.
ranged weapon. With
Yeah.
that.
Mhm.
Or a lot of life, so you can just go up and wallop on them. But
Yeah.
it's tricky and difficult, all
Hey,
wrapped up in one.
I like the perk that pain makes you stronger. I usually just leave that one on.
How does that work?
The less health you have, the more damage you do.
Mhm.
Oh god.
So when you're down to like half a heart, you're like one hit kills.
Dang.
Yeah. What else is there? Is like glass cannon or something like that?
They
or-
added a bunch of new ones.
Yeah.
Glass cannon's fun.
Yeah, like you can't you can't heal, but like you do like twice the damage.
Oh man.
So
I might play around
Now
with some of
twice the
those more.
damage, half the hearts.
twice the damage, half the hearts.
Yeah.
Okay, so you can still like get more hearts later on, but you start off at a severe disadvantage.
Yeah, I like the one where you can't stop moving.
Shark mode.
Yeah, but it drops more meat.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty
Yeah,
awesome.
you never really like if you do a really good job at the game, you never stand still in the first place. So that one's pretty good.
Yeah, and
to
it
get,
takes
like,
like a
the-
full second or two before it hurts you when
Yeah.
you stop.
Yeah. So, plus if you just need to stand still, just pause the game.
Mm-hmm.
Done and done.
I like the pause screen. It's
Mhm.
always cool.
Paused.
Yeah, plus it's just like a really cool close up of you and your mutations.
Yeah. Yeah, a little rotation. You get to see like the nice little, effects that they use with the visuals.
Yeah.
I really wish that game would have a roadmap and add more content.
Yeah, it would
'Cause-
be nice.
That main town, like in the beginning,
Mhm.
there's so much room for expansion. And like, that door up in the corner,
Does nothing.
yeah,
No.
that should be like, once you beat the game like a certain amount of times, that door should open. You could basically go into like boss mode where
Yeah, I would
everything
love
you
to see like a gladiator mode or something, or an arena mode where like
Yeah.
you just
Yeah.
like beat waves and waves of enemies.
or would be
That would be
even
cool.
really cool. Would be like a battle royale in Rad.
Oh man,
Oh man.
drop like 4
Dude.
players in on a map and like
Mhm.
see which one can beat it first.
That would be cool.
Because all those different mutations.
Yeah.
Yeah. I read on, I guess, Double Fine's website, the company that made Rad, they're kind of taking a hiatus from making games right now. It's kind of unfortunate. I was hoping maybe for a sequel at some point.
Yeah.
Or extended content
Turn that mic to face you.
would be really cool.
Yeah.
There you go.
But yeah, man, that game is a lot of fun. There's another one that company made where I can't remember the name of it, but you guys probably will. You're basically a head, and you hop onto different bodies throughout the whole game. Headspace or something.
Headlander?
Headlander, that's it.
Okay, that was like done like Double Fine and like Adult Swim, I believe.
Okay.
Worked with that. So it's like a really kind of I don't know that much about it. It's kind of like Abe's Odyssey, like the side-scrolling kind of like puzzle.
Yeah.
With like a really neat kind of sci-fi vibe to it.
I thought about getting into it. I just want to support that gaming company more. I really like Rad so much.
Double Fine's really cool. They did Psychonauts for the PlayStation 2.
That's the one that's coming out as Psychonauts 2. They're
there's
going
a
to
sequel,
release that, but after that, they're kind of taking a break.
I gotcha. Well, there's also like a VR episode of Psychonauts, which is really cool. Highly recommend that if you guys get a chance to play that. It might be on Xbox Game Pass or something. I don't know.
Oh, maybe I should.
I really want you to play Sea of Thieves.
Yeah.
Just get on there and just play it. You don't have to like level up or anything. It's one of those things you just play and then you're done.
Just hop in.
Yeah, like leveling up, all it does is just change your aesthetics. That's it. Everybody's the same level.
I'll do a Sea of Thieves stream as Ernie James.
Do it.
No, that would be all right.
Dang, dude, I'm on the ship.
Dang, I'm just out here trying to fish for some bass.
Well, the thing is,
y'all got any trout?
I can get the Game Pass. Sign up for like $1 as well, and then I can play with you on here.
Oh, dude. Okay.
So you can be on Xbox, I can be on PC, and we can go pirate stuff.
That sounds awesome.
We'll just have to like pick a night.
Do that.
Okay.
And get it done.
That gives me more incentive to do it now.
Right.
God dang, dude, I'm out here.
Because I just want to
Deep sea
I want to
fish.
be with you when you come across other players.
Yeah.
It's so much fun.
Oh man, yeah, those videos we watched about it were great.
Oh man, I brought out a throwback game that Randy and I have been playing a lot here lately. Peggle.
Nice.
Peggle 2 actually is what we've been playing, the sequel, which is pretty good. It's solid.
I liked Peggle 1.
Yeah, there's
better.
a lot of really cool characters in Peggle 1.
Peggle 2 was alright.
Yeah, still like the same boards and everything are great. Like the music's wonderful. Some of the powers like take a little getting used to.
I'm like one course away from 100%ing that game.
Oh really? Peggle 2? Snap. Yeah, we're just like going through a whole bunch right now. Are you familiar with Peggle?
I'm not familiar with Peggle.
It's like, what's
like Pachinko?
Yeah, Pachinko meets Blockbuster.
Yeah, it's kind of like.
Okay.
So you have all these different pegs. You have blue, orange are the main ones, and you also have like greens and purples. Greens give you the special powers.
There's a free mobile version that's actually really fun.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll check that out.
Yeah, but basically you just like choose a direction at the top of the map to like shoot a little peg, like a pinball of sorts, a little ball bearing, and it just like hits the different pegs on the way down, and there's like a little bucket that moves back and forth. And if you land in the bucket, you get your ball back. So you start with 10 balls, and the goal is to clear all of the orange pegs in a board.
Okay.
And once you do that, like you win. But the more orange pegs you get, the higher your multiplier gets, and like you have special powers, and like it's got some pretty neat depth to it.
Sounds fun. It sounds like something you would play physically at an arcade.
It would be really cool if there was like a physical version of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the more your multiplier, like the higher it gets, and the more you clear, the more intense the music gets, and like it rewards you, and it's like one of those kind of feel good, like when you clear all the pegs, it just rainbows shoot out, and
the Hallelujah chorus goes on.
Orchestra starts playing, and you're just like
when you nail shots in this game, it makes you feel really good about yourself. And sometimes like it's like the luck of the draw. Like you'll think that you'll have like a really neat shot, and it like flops. But sometimes there's like the miracle shots where it just bounces and it just happens to work so perfectly in your favor.
Yeah, and then there's also different characters. like the main character's Charlie. It's Charlie, right?
Bjorn. Charlie the Unicorn is something entirely different.
Okay, I thought it was they took Charlie the Unicorn and put him into the game, but
That would
it was
be funny.
Bjorn.
Yeah, Bjorn the Unicorn.
Yeah.
He's got like a special super guide, so
Yeah.
it'll show you where the ball will go after the first hit.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
On each course there's 2 green balls or pegs, and if you hit those, you get your superpower the next turn.
Mm-hmm.
And like his is, you get to see where it's going to arch after it hits.
Nice. Okay.
Another, I keep mixing up like the first and second one.
There's like the super freeze, where like if you hit any round peg, it like kind of like slides it, and they can collide with other pegs and get more points that way.
Mm-hmm.
Or there's like the Uber Volt, which
I like the Uber Volt.
it like shocks like adjacent pegs and blocks in
Then
there.
there's the butterfly.
Yeah, like that's like downloadable, or that's extra.
Oh, I've got that
You
one.
get the deluxe one.
Okay.
That like creates a whole bunch more purple
Mhm.
pegs out there, which are higher in point
Then there's
value.
the ghost, where all the blue pegs become transparent.
You
so
can like pass through 'em.
Yeah, so you only hit the orange pegs. And then there's the there's the Lebowski.
Yeah, his name is Jeffrey, and
Lebowski.
he's a troll. But he's a bowler. Like his special power like turns his peg into like a giant bowling ball, and it will just like smash through all the pegs on the way down. But all of his level names like are Big Lebowski references. Like, careful man, there's a beverage here.
Oh my God. Okay,
And,
well I'm sold now.
At
It's one
least
of my
at
favorite
least it's an
movies.
ethos is one of my favorites. So talking about nihilist.
Oh God.
So, yeah. Both games are fun.
Mm-hmm. You can find. Well, I don't know if you can find the first Peggle on consoles easily. Like that was PlayStation 3.
Mm-hmm.
That's not even on PlayStation 4. But Peggle 2, it could be. Like, you can find it for like real cheap.
If you can get the deluxe version, go ahead.
Yeah.
More levels, characters.
Oh yeah, you get Jimmy Lightning in that too, which is like the multi-ball. Like you hit the green peg and like 2 other peg or balls
Yeah,
shoot
and
out.
it's really fun when that multi-ball hits another multi-ball and you've got 4 going all at once. I mean,
Oh my God.
I've cleared a whole stage in like 3 shots from that before.
Yeah.
Sounds like fun.
It's enjoyable. I might actually pull it out whenever we watch before we watch Elimination Chamber tonight.
Nice.
It's a very fun multiplayer game.
Yeah.
Cool.
There's like a duel mode where you like go back and forth trying to get the same pegs on the same board. So there's like some strategy. Is like, what am I going to leave my opponent with, like a clear shot, or just like kind of fuck them over? It's like kind of like a billiards mentality to it.
Okay. Cool.
It's a
Cool.
lot of fun.
I can dig it.
Can you dig it?
Sucker. I'm getting better at Mario Kart. A little bit. I'm getting up to where I can place 8th now.
Okay.
That's
and,
nice,
And what
yes.
CC?
God, what were we playing? 150.
We're playing 150. He was
Okay.
on
Yeah,
150.
so I'm going into the fire.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
I kind of feel bad about going like playing so much 200 because like going down to 150, I just want to use my brake, and you don't have
Yeah.
to at 150. So it's just like it's kind of messing with my lower tier Mario Kart game.
Yeah, I've been mainly just playing 150.
Yeah.
Nobody really plays 200.
No, 200's only if you just want to have a wild time.
Or get mad.
Yeah. I'm
Yeah.
trying to beat all the Grand Prix in 200,
Mm-hmm.
so I can get them gold wheels, so I can have the whole gold setup.
Nice.
That'd be
Yeah.
sweet.
I'm still working on getting all golds in 150. I think I've got 2 or 3.
There's some cups that are just like fucking hard.
Yeah.
Just
There's
real
some where,
tough.
like Bowser's Castle.
Mhm.
I always place like 2nd or 3rd.
Yeah.
We played one on Monday where there's basically no walls, and I kept falling
Rainbow-
into outer space.
Rainbow Road.
Probably a
Maybe
Rainbow
that one.
Road. Yeah. If
It
it
was
was outer
awful.
space, it was Rainbow Road.
Oh God, I hated that so much.
The Rainbow Road separates the men from the boys.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
Yeah, I've got my kids set on to where they can't fall off,
Okay. Yes.
and then
Oh,
I've got
that's
mine.
nice.
I've got mine set to where I've got my auto acceleration,
Mm-hmm.
and then manual steering, and then I can fall off.
Yeah.
But I like the auto acceleration.
Yeah.
It saves my thumb.
There are times where like you have a real intense match and you're like your thumb's just like pressing real hard on that controller. At the end of the race, you're like, shit.
I notice I find myself sitting back at 1st and then 5-10 seconds into it, I'm
Slowly just
like, creeping forward. Especially if I'm doing well. I always start off great. I'll be like in 7th for a minute, and then I'm like, where did these guys come from? Man.
check your neck.
Mario Kart. You love it.
You love it. You love to see it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, we got some fire on there. Shit.
I know that girl.
So we got some fire?
It's Randy.
Oh.
You got a Rand Dizzlers out there?
What's up, Rand Dizzlers?
Shout out.
Dang,
if
dude.
she's still watching.
You look kind of pale.
Ooh, yeah.
Oh.
Give me some color.
I got a tan now.
There we go. We look like we go outside sometimes.
Yeah, oh, man. You love to see it, really.
You look, see, flip.
Boom.
Right on. But yeah, man. All right.
Yeah.
True.
Oh, I also have picked up a new game. It was featured on the PlayStation Now service. Control. Have you guys heard of it? It's really weird and bizarre and right up my alley. It's like a third-person shooter. You're basically this lady who walks into this building called the Federal Bureau of Control, and it's like they research like paranormal, like weird kind of physics, like activity happenings in the world. But the art direction's really cool. It's a lot of really pretty dark colors in this game as well. Really weird storyline. Highly recommend you guys check it out. Like, you can upgrade like your gun, and you have like different little ghosts that attack you, and a whole bunch of lore behind it as well. Like
it's like a first person,
third person
Okay.
over the top shooter, and it is almost like schizophrenia inducing.
Okay.
With how like the actual building will change and like people get lost in this building. It's called like the oldest house is what you're kind of exploring. And like there's like no modern technology that can be used in this world, because like cellular phones, like it's set in the modern world, but they're using like old rotary telephones and like walkie-talkies and like actually reel-to-reel like video projectors.
Almost like a solar flare went off.
Almost, yeah. It's like almost like set back in the 50s. It feels like it's set in the 50s, but
It's a little bit like Fallout.
to a degree, yeah. But it's like you're all by yourself. You basically become the new director of the Federal Bureau of Control, but like you don't know like what that entails, and
Right.
everybody's like, "Oh, so you're the new director? Nice to meet you. I'm glad you're here. Sorry, the situation's kind of fucked up, but you're the one to do it." And you're like, I don't know. There's a lot of questions that arise in this game, but
It
Sounds
pretty
cool.
interesting.
oh yeah,
I'll look up this game real quick. There's a game that I just thought of that you would really like if you haven't played it yet. I can't remember the name of it, so give me a second.
yeah, you're fine. Dang, dude, love to see it.
Dang, dude, you love it.
Says the Rand Dizzlers.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Heck yeah, man.
I forgot how to look at games.
Check your history.
Oh, I've got it set to where, like, it's only showing ones that are installed.
Oh.
I forgot how to get ones that aren't.
Do you remember Turtles on Nintendo? The original?
The original
NES.
Yeah, the one with the
Side-scroller.
super hard
kind of.
dam level where
Oh
you had to
my
like defuse the
God.
bombs.
Yeah.
I think I
and you
only
had to
got past that world once.
swim through the seaweed.
Fuck that.
That was insane, man. I've
That
watched
was-
some good speed runs on that game, and it's just mind-blowing.
How to Survive 2.
How to Survive 2.
So is that a survival?
Yeah, it's a
kinda
top.
game?
It's a top-down zombie survival game. You start with a stick
Mm-hmm.
and like a gun, and then you go and you do different tasks, which are kind of like your level. You go out and you kill zombies, or you go collect stuff, and then slowly you end up building a main base with like walls and crafting stations, stuff like that.
Like you build your own base.
Yeah.
Okay.
But it's all like set up. You don't like pick which walls or anything. You build the crafting station and it's set.
Okay.
And then you build your wall, and you can put like traps in front of the wall or a gate. So it's not like Ark where you can just design your own, but you definitely build your own base. And you craft like weapons and upgrade weapons. You start with a bat, and then a bat with nails, and then sledgehammer, and you get up to advanced like assault rifles, stuff like that.
Okay.
It's really fun though. It's multiplayer, so you can bring a friend along.
Oh, sweet.
But it's typically pretty cheap too. It's $15 or less, I think.
Not
normally.
bad. Not a bad pickup.
Yeah. Played a little bit of the first one, not very much though. I bought the second one when it came out, and really
Some improvements on that.
I mean, I can't really compare it to the first one because I didn't play as much. I played the second one a lot, and it's real fun. So if you get a chance to check that one out, I would definitely do that.
I haven't had to survive in some time.
It's real cool because the main map is one giant map, and that's where you build your base, and you can go out and explore different areas and zombies and stuff. But you also do missions, and the missions take you to different maps.
Okay.
So like the main map is like the woods, and you're out in the woods and stuff. But you can do missions like in abandoned cities or swamps, stuff like that.
Okay. So some variety as well. Lovely.
Nice.
So, yeah. I think we're all done. Are we?
I
think so.
I guess.
Unless Randy has anything to say.
He said, "Dang, dude."
Dang, dude. Love to see it.
You love to see it. You really do.
Right.
Okay, bye.
Okay.
See ya.
Thank y'all.